Hey you guys, I am back to read starting on page 5. So here I am reading The Lucky Lotus. Oh yeah, I'm the author. Anyway, all right, so here I go. Be a warrior in your life, strong but soft. But y'all do here on the mat is a mirror image of how you are in your life. Be powerful without being hard. Either full on or hanging out are the only choices. While in a sweaty warrior 2 pose, the memory of my dad's pained face fades into the wall I am staring at. No longer will I fight for it, but rather surrender to what is and let things happen without trying to control anymore. It's not worth fighting for. You know your mother. I remember him saying this. When Mama D dies, a new man emerges out of Daddy. He calls one night to tell me his news. Hi, Pooh, he stammers. I have something to tell you. I think I am in love. I have prayed so many times for Daddy to feel loved, and now unconditional love and kindness has found a way to Daddy after 50 years of hell. Hope is renewed. Daddy, you seem so happy with Miss Kitty, I say during an afternoon visit. His eyes light up and I see a man who has been hidden for decades. He comes to life. Your dad is just wonderful and he is so handsome. Miss Kitty grabs his cheek and looks at him with adoration. Seeing Daddy loved is so strange. Mama D never showed affection for Daddy, only disdain. Unfortunately, Miss Kitty began to show signs of dementia, and her family took her away to a place that could help her. As the disease took over, she became mean, and Daddy's little lady slipped from his arms. Daddy, I am so sorry for what has happened. It was so good to see you loved and respected, and it brings me joy to see that you finally got to be loved in the way you deserve. Real love does happen if you are patient and kind. I need to believe that. He took a deep breath and sighed. It is just good that we had the time we did. His life was empty again, with only a room to live in and no dog as a companion. His eyes changed to a lighter shade and started to sparkle in an unusual way. My gut pulls me back to him on a late July day. He is not sick. He is not dying. But something in me knows this is it. I know this is the last time to see him. This man, the scientist who had accomplished great things like determining the melting point of hafnium, the man who earned a high school diploma in 3 years, the man who earned a bachelor's degree in physics in 3 years, greets me with his hat on. I see he has begun to decline. He is smaller and has shrunk like old people do, but still carries a big heart that gets excited to see me as much as I do to see him. He lives in a house with several others who also require a place to live with constant supervision. This could be his home for his last year of his life. Handsome as ever with his air of dignity, he still wears the button-up shirt with the pocket to carry his black pen that still says U.S. government. This big man in a little old man's body has been 3,000 miles away for the last 25 years. Oh, how I missed him. Pooh, is that you? He is not my blood, but how have I connected with him so deeply? Is it God? How is a stranger from a foreign country without a doubt my father? From the first minute we locked eyes to the last minute I looked in his eyes, the word daddy has been a strand that has tethered us together, never unleashed. Love has no DNA or blood binding us together. Isn't it a beautiful day? It just makes me want to go to the mountains, Pooh. We sit on the patio and look out at the large open field behind the house. July and August is gorgeous, with bees buzzing and the familiar sound of a chickadee. Ooh, did you know there are blackberry bushes over by the other yard, Daddy? They call us back to memories of Soap Creek Valley when he was still living on the property on which I grew up. Do you remember your daily walks to the blackberry bushes on Soap Creek Road to find loads of yummy blackberries? He laughs. Those were some sweet ones, weren't they, Pooh? Treasure now are the moments that seemed so trivial at the time. His eyes flicker while his 88-year-old body is warmed by the cloudless sky, and his mind dreams of the walks and moments we shared over the years. There is an unshakable knowing that this is our last moment slipping away. He turns and stares at me. The storied, flashy eyes I knew as a young girl shine like diamonds. My sad voice breaks the silence. I have to go, Daddy. Oh, okay, Pooh. It's so nice to see you today. You are still pretty. I bet the boys still come after you, he chuckles. Meandering through the door and onto the sidewalk, I hear what sounds like a jackhammer beating out of my chest. This is the moment I never thought would come so fast. One of my God-given talents or curses is knowing things before they happen. Saying the last goodbye sucks. Okay, it's been wonderful to see you. We hug and kiss on the cheek. What is it going to be like to not be his daughter anymore? My throat catches and chokes me. I hug tighter and manage to hold in what feels like a runaway trailer truck of emotion gaining momentum, about to run over anything in its path. Bye, I love you. He grabs my elbows, looks into my eyes. I love you, Pooh. In a quick retreat, I turn and head to the car. I glance back to see Daddy turn with his walker and head towards the front door. I succumb to the sobs. Warrior is there to remind us to be strong. Do not fight through the pain, but rather breathe through the pain by grounding our feet in and being aware of what is real now. All you need is your breath to keep living and experiencing a life lived. Each breath floods the body of cleansing oxygen and brings us to fresh new perspective and different point of our life. Kelly continues. As I try to complete my next breath, I imagine his last, standing firm in the knowing that he was my dad and that the land had nothing to do with our timeless love for one another. There are gifts of real love that occur spontaneously in life without a thought. These gifts stay with our spirits and our hearts during and beyond a lifetime. While in my sweaty Warrior 2 pose, the memory of the snicker of my dad's face fades into the wall that I am staring at. I decide to no longer fight for it, to give in and let things happen without trying to control anymore. He showed me it was not worth fighting for. I decide to be strong, soft, and let go. That was a really hard day to say goodbye to my dad. It was something that I never thought I was going to have to do. I never thought about it. And then all of a sudden there it was, you know. The years just go by so quickly. And then all of a sudden I'm saying bye to the person that, you know, was probably, I don't know, one of the most loved people in my life. And it was really, really hard. But the way I coped with it after he died, I don't know, one day I was just led to go to Target and get any flannel like pajamas I could get. And I found these real cute pink plaid flannel pajamas. And here I am in Florida where it's hot. And I'm wearing flannel pajamas for 3 years, those same flannel pajamas, because they connected me to my dad. They made me feel like I was wrapped in his love every day. And I think that with grief, you find your own way to deal with it, and it's okay whatever way it is. It doesn't matter, because it's your relationship with that person, and if it helps you connect to them, that's what you have to do. And that's what I had to do. I mean, I loved my dad so much. And I needed to feel that love, and in order to be able to heal the emptiness I had in me. And now I don't feel the emptiness, but God, do I miss him. I miss him so much. I miss his silliness and his goofiness and his smirks and his just funny personality. And of course, his deep love that he gave me and shared with me. I think the biggest gift you can give to someone is your love. And that's what I got from him. All right, well, thank you again for joining me, and I will just keep continuing to do this. So I'll see you next time. Bye.